Alrighty, folks, we are determining the effect of an outlier. So um, we're going to find the outlier in task A. The numbers are on there, the data's on there, and work out what the effect is on the mean, the median, the mode. We are going to use a calculator to do this so that we can work out what our interquartile range and all that is. I want to show you how to do it all on the calculator. Now, you may notice that from the previous example, we had the frequency column, and I don't have the frequency column there. This is actually the second recording of this video because I discovered that when you have the frequency column, it only lets you go up to 20 bits of data. Like you can obviously put the frequency in for them, but I couldn't get past. Now we've got 30 bits of data here in total, but I couldn't enter 30 different data points. I could only enter 20. I did not know that, so that was an interesting one. So anyway, I'm now going to enter this. So 5, 7, 12, 15, 16, 16, 19, 20, 26, 26, 29, 3 times, 35, 40. Now, there should be 15 bits of data. There is, so I'm on the right track. So 40, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47 twice, and that's where I discovered that I couldn't go any further, but now I'm all right. 48, 52, 54, 54, 57 twice, 60, and 91. Now, you may be looking at that, and I've got 30 points, so that's good. You may be looking at that going, wow, it's a lot of effort to have to put in all those numbers. Trust me, it's easier than having to do all of this manually. Now that you've got all of them in there, you can use it to find all of the information you need. So I'm just going to hit all clear. It's still there. Don't stress. And we're going to find out what the outlier is. Now, the outlier, we've actually got a formula up here. An outlier is a score that is separated from the majority of data. In other words, like I said, that example a couple of examples ago, where you've got a house price that's really, really high, or you've got the height of all the kids in year 8, and then you've got some really tall guy in there. No comment, Lachlan. So what we've got is to find the outliers. We can either find Q1 minus 1.5 times the interquartile range, or Q3 plus 1.5 times the interquartile range. And that will show if it's like really below or really above the rest of the data. Now, if you have a look at this, you got 5, 7, 12, 15. Yeah, 5's not going to be an outlier. And it's always going to be the last one or the first one or last two or the first two. It's always going to be the outliers. But 5, 7, 12, they all look about the same. You're not going to get an outlier there. So we will have a look at that. We'll calculate what the lower limit for an outlier would be. And then we work out what the upper limit is. So basically what we're finding is anything below the lower limit is an outlier, and anything above the upper limit is an outlier. So we'll calculate them. Now, it's saying use Q1, Q3, and the IQR. We don't have them yet, but we do have a calculator that has done all the grunt work for us. So we've got the calculator there, and we're going to find my mouse and hit Shift 1 to go into the stats. We're going to go to min-max this time, which is number 5. And what we get is we get Q1 and Q3. Now, you might say, well, what's median? Median's the middle. That's Q2. If you think about it, we're splitting into 4 quarters. So you start at Q0, which is the start, then Q1, Q2, which is the middle, the median, then Q3, then Q4, which is the end. So your minimum is Q0, your maximum is Q4, and you've got Q1, Q2, and Q3 in the middle. All right. So let's have a look at Q1 first. So we do that, and bang, our Q1, so we can just write that down. Q1 equals 20. Now we want Q3. Go up there, and we'll go Shift 1. We want min-max, and we want Q3, which is number 5. And we hit equals, and it gives us 48. 48. Now, we know that the IQR is Q3 minus Q1, so it's 48 minus 20, which gives us 28. So now we've got everything we need to work these out. I'm going to change colors. I'm going to go to green, and we'll go lower limit. So we're going to do this one for our lower limit. So Q1 is 20. minus 1.5 times 28, which is our IQR. Then we're going to do the upper limit. Go upper limit. And that's going to be Q3, which is 48, plus 1.5 times 28. All right, you would chuck them into a calculator. I'm not going to because I don't want to get out of the statistics mode. I want to leave it in statistics mode at the moment. But if you chuck that into a calculator, you're going to end up with minus 22. And if you chuck the other one into the calculator, you're going to end up with 90. So to determine whether we have an outlier in there, do we have anything that is less than minus 22? No, we don't. 5 is our lowest. So there is no outlier at the lower end of the spectrum. Is there anything higher than 90? Yes, there is. So we have 91 is an outlier. Okay, so that's part A. Done. Now we're going to have a look at part B. And what we're going to do is we're going to find all these things out. We want to work out what the effect is on the mean, the median, and the mode. So the mean and the median we've got in the calculator, and in the mode it shouldn't. Well, we'll have a look at that. So let's clear this, and we'll go Shift 1. We're going to go to variables, and we're going to. Oh no, I'm not. Clear that. Shift 1. I'm going to go to. Come on, press. Sorry, no, I don't want that. Why have I lost it all of a sudden? My brain is not working. Shift 5. Oh, okay. Let's do that. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. That's the median. I don't want to do that first. I want to do that next. It's 4. Oh, there it is. Oh, I was going crazy. Number 2 on this, the X with the bar on the top. So we're going to go with outlier. X with the bar equals. And then we'll go without outlier, X with the bar equals. And then we'll go median, and we'll see what that does. And then what was the last one they wanted? The mode, wasn't it? And let's have a look and see what they've done. So I've written all that down just so that I've got somewhere to put it all. Go back to my calculator. So I want number 2. So this is still with the outlier. 36.9, 36.9. Cool. Now back to the calculator. We'll go Shift. We'll go 1. We'll go to the min-max because the median is in there. It's number 4. We go bang. And the median on this one is 40. Now the mode is just which number occurs most often. So if you have a look, the mode that occurs, the number that occurs most often is 29 because it appears 3 times. Okay. Now let's have a look without the outlier. Well, for a start, the mode's going to stay the same. Okay, because 91 is the one we're going to get rid of. So it's not going to affect the mode. Now, what we can do here, Shift 1, and we'll go to the data. We're going to go down to the bottom one. Now, the easiest way to go to the bottom one is to click up. And we go to there, and we're going to delete it. Okay, so now it's no longer in the data. We don't have that outlier in there anymore. So now we're going to go Shift 1. We're going to go to the variable, and we're going to go to number 2, which is the mean. Click on that one and hit equals, and we've got 35.03. 35.03. And then we will find the median. So Shift 1, and it's in min-max, and number 4. And we hit equals, and it is 40. Don't forget to hit equals. That number was still up there from the previous calculation. And the median is 40. So what did that outlier do? How did it affect our data? Well, the outlier increased the median but had no effect on, increased the mean but had no effect on the median or the mode. Okay, and that's all there is. I know that seemed like a lot of stuff, but your calculator's doing most of the work, but it's really important that you know how to use the calculator.